Oh, that's a hard question because I was once asked what my favorite rums were, and I said I really have no clue because I've got so many of them. I do like rums at the end of the scale. So I like unaged rums that come from cane juice or even from molasses. It really doesn't matter as long as it's unaged, but it preserves some of the elements of where it came from, the terroir, as we mentioned earlier. So that tends to come mostly from agricoles. I do love cages. I love the village level rums like charandas from Mexico or grogs from Cabo Verde, or I like stuff that is from India that's made from panela, for example. You know, stuff that's almost indigenous that hasn't changed for centuries. The Grenadian company Rivers Royale, they do this kind of thing with stuff that's 300-400 years old. It's really quite amazing. That's the sort of thing I like. So the unaged rums that come from the soil, so to speak, is one part of it that I like. But I must admit, I really do like seriously aged rums if they're done well. Now, people say that if you age a rum in the tropics past, let's say 50-20 years, all you're going to get is wood. It's like blowing a wood elf. You know, it's just not going to work because the wood overwhelms everything. But I have a 58-year-old rum from 1941 that I have tried, and I can tell you that thing is as good as anything that's being made today. So if the aging is done really well, then the uber-aged rums are always things I like to try. Unfortunately, we can now get rums that are like 25 to 30 years old almost as a matter of routine, which is something that never used to happen before, but now we can. And they are older, of course, whether it's from Cuba from the pre-Castro 1960s or 50s. There's stuff that is coming out of people's lockers or wherever they stored them for God knows how long, or even from Shear or some of the old whiskey makers that had barrels slumbering away for forever. So there is stuff out there, and I just love those because they shed light into the way rum was made at a time in the past that just isn't possible anymore. And that's one of the reasons I like them.